Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're diving together into Open Great League with some battles submitted by Aerosol. Aerosol is a fantastic Sylph Arena player, also a very competitive one, and is participating on a factions team as well. So today we're gonna cover his battle run on GBL with Ledian up on the lead, followed up by Stunifsk and Lickitung. First of all, you already know how crazily good Stunifsk can be. Okay, but the other two Pokemon, I still haven't reached my hands on them, so I'm really excited to see both of those, both the Ledian and the Lickitung in action on my channel, and thank you Aerosol for the chance that you are giving me right now. So now without any further ado, let's see what Aerosol has for us. We are starting off against the Lantern, so Aerosol here has to get out of there as soon as possible. Lickitung comes in, and right now we are met up with a Scrafty. Body Slam is gonna do some really nice cheap damage here, but I think that Scrafty has the upper hand overall, or shall we say the upper punch. Nice pun. Punch. Anyways, bad one. We're gonna proceed into the fight here with Body Slam connecting, but still not enough to finish off. We're gonna see some lag here on the Lickitung side. Aerosol is gonna bring now Ledian into the battle, and we will try, I believe, to farm down. I think even another foul play will not be enough to finish us off at this point, so we can safely go ahead and completely farm down, relying on Stunfisk with 2 shields. I believe with this line of 3 as I'm seeing it right now is gonna be a very solid choice overall. So right now Ninetales is coming into the battle, and we have to take this Weather Ball, I believe, for some cheap damage. No reason at all to shield, and right here Earthquake is gonna take out the shield out of the Lantern. That was a pretty huge block from the enemy, so right now we're gonna go for another Earthquake. Are they gonna expect it though? And trainers, they do, yeah. So they're gonna block another time another Earthquake. So right here we have to perhaps catch on the Ledian. Let's see if that is gonna happen. Yes, it is. Ledian comes in, able to absorb the surf. Are you kidding me? Now we have so much energy to spare, and I think that Ninetales is on a double Rock Slide range. So let's see. Yes, it definitely is. So right now we're gonna farm up 3 more Mud Shots. Rock Slide number 2, able to finish off Ninetales. They have the Lantern, and Earthquake will do all the work. So that was a pretty solid win to start off the video, trainers, and we're gonna move forward into the next one with Aerosol facing another bad lead, this time on the face of a poison type and the newest Pokemon on that roster of Great League, the Toxapex. So Toxapex is a pretty bulky option, a pretty cool one as well, but it has some really nice and solid counters, especially against the ground types, which can absolutely destroy it down. Something like a Swampert with Earthquake has a lot of answers against Toxapex, but Toxapex can absolutely be a completely amazing Pokemon to use if you play it right. So we're seeing here that the opposing side decides to bring in a Swampert. We're gonna take a shield in the process with a potential Power Whip, but it was not even at the range. So Aerosol really knows his stuff here, going for the cheap damage for the Body Slam, taking the shield, and we're gonna go in now with a Ledian, able to absorb 2 of those Hydro Cannons. Are we gonna see a shield here? No shield at all. Are you kidding me? Aerosol is relying on the Stunfisk once again here to sweep the entire match. What a great play. If I were them, I would shield and perhaps could lose the entire thing here, because I did not think of that correctly. With Swampert out of the way, with that minimal amount of HP, I think that Stunfisk is gonna be on a very good spot overall. So Earthquake here, able to connect on the Lickitung, down it goes. What a good play. And are we gonna see here a bait? Because we know that we have to block the brines. Toxapex is gonna get to the brines not fairly fast, but pretty faster than we do to the Earthquake. So we have to go here for the Rock Slide bait. They are gonna block it, and now by blocking this brine correctly, we can overfarm as well a little bit. Let's see if they go for the switch out. No switch at all. Rock Slide is gonna connect on the Toxapex. They have the Swampert, and oh boy, at this amount of HP, another Rock Slide will be enough to finish it off, and we're gonna get a very nice victory. Into the next one now, against the Trevenant up on the lead. Ledian really has this match in its pocket. We're just gonna stay in here, I believe. Shadow Ball damage, look at that, so much, but we can still rely on our Aerial Ace doing some really nice damage to that Trevenant. at its face. Down it goes in the process, no shield spent from both ends, and they have a Stunfisk at the back. Good news here is that the mud shots are not gonna be enough to finish us off. We resist them by a lot. So down we go to the rock slide, but we still did so much damage. At the back there is a Ninetales, we have the Stunfisk, they are getting out of the way, and we're gonna get a very nice victory. On the switch here into the next one, we are met up with another bad lead for Lickitung. This time the Obstagoon, not the Scrafty, but still look at how much work the Obstagoon can do against Lickitung. So if you're wondering, a lot of trainers are playing a Lickitung at the back, perhaps using a Scrafty or an Obstagoon can be kinda good for you as well. Ledian comes in now, we will try to see how many Night Slash they are gonna unleash here. Only one. Okay, I'm impressed right now. Look at how much damage that fast attack is doing. The backbite from the Ledian to a dark type, which is super effective, but still impressive. At this point, they have at the back a Jellicent, and they retreated their Nidoqueen, so we have to go in with the Stunfisk, relying once again to the Stunfisk to close the match. A pretty solid strategy with this line of 3, as we are seeing Stunfisk being a very good Pokemon overall for the entire meta, and especially with Shield Jab, it can beat pretty much anything other than the fighters or a Swampert, so a pretty cool strategy. Yeah, we're seeing now that Stunfisk is gonna be able to block here the move, most probably a Shadow Ball. No, the Bubble Beam, that's a bait. So now we have to go in with our Ledian, block nothing I believe. Aerosol is using that Ledian, most likely something like a bread option to absorb the moves and not for offensive stats or problems or issues. So we're gonna see now another move from that Nidoqueen, able to finish us off, but at this point Stunfisk can come in, completely farm down Nidoqueen. Another great play by Aerosol, and now we have to go with the multiple rock slides, able to finish off that Jellicent. And I believe we're gonna be able to close this match in style. They still do not have enough energy to go for another move, for another Bubble Beam. So here comes the final nail in the coffin, able to destroy down the Ghost type. Into the next one now against the Swampert. This is, I think, a very good matchup for us. So we're gonna stay in here and gonna go for the RLAs, not the Dynamic Punch, which makes kinda sense, to be honest. They are already classy, so why go for that extra energy cost move? And we can take 2 of those Hydro Cannons, which is really nice for us. At this point, they're gonna switch out to the safe switch Skarmory. Are you kidding me? This is not a safe switch at all. Galarian Stunfisk really owns this battle, and we're gonna go ahead with another Rock Slide. Good news about the Skarmory, the only good news that it can get is that with proper energy, it can go with multiple Sky Attacks and then unleash a Brave Bird to threat even a whole Stunfisk out of existence. However, a lot of counters exist for that Skarmory, so definitely don't use it as a safe switch for sure. And we know that they already have a Swampert, so we can assume that at the back lies something like a Drapion. So we're seeing now the return of the Swampert, completing its massive status against our Ledian. I think that's a weird saying to say, but yeah, they're gonna destroy us down. And now let's see what lies at the back. Okay, Skarmory returns, I get it, but what do you really have at the back? Is it gonna be something like a Drapion, able to completely farm down? Are you kidding me? And Nidoqueen is gonna be the key Pokemon lurking at the back, waiting for that big end game. I think Aerosol has already won here, since we have the upper hand, able to catch the big move on that Stunfisk. Are you kidding me? This is awesome, and yeah, that Lickitung is gonna be able to lick down the entire thing. Into the next one now, this time we have a very good lead against Obstagoon, and they switch into Nidoqueen. So we're seeing the Earth Power connecting, but still this is not gonna be tragically bad for us, because we can still hold on to our HP, since those poison jabs are not doing enough damage at all. At this point, they return with the Obstagoon. They're gonna farm us down, but at this point I think Aerosol knows that Ledian has the upper hand here, and whatever there is at the back, I think that Lickitung might be able to finish it off, especially when they have a lead option, something like an Obstagoon. So we're met up now with this Skarmory, which is gonna be not the best Pokemon to encounter with Lickitung, because they resist our moves, but still you can see that it's getting pretty close. They are kinda tanky as we are on the defensive side. So we're seeing another body slam here. They're gonna go for another move. We could easily have taken the move, but we do not want to risk it, if them going for a double shield or anything. So we have the time to go here for another body slam. Are they gonna block? Yes, they are, trainers. At the back, the obstacle returns into the fight for the third time, I believe. So now Ledian is gonna be on top of that battle. Gonna go with dynamic punch, right? We have to go for that move, and we can take one more Night Slash for sure, and resisting those counters by a lot. So dynamic punch here, able to take out the shield from the opponent, and we're gonna go for the aerial ace before being forced to use a shield here. So we're gonna leave it with 1 HP, able to farm it down. Skarmory returns, and at this amount of HP, I think it is no threat at all to our Pokemon, especially with a shield up. Into the next one now, we are having Araquanid up on the lead. They safe switch to a Sableye, and we have now the Lickitung, which is gonna be a pretty cool anti-ghost option. We have the time to go here for the Power Whip, dealing massive damage to that poor Sableye. They have to go ahead and use a return, I believe, to finish us off, or a double foul play. Let's see how they decide to play this. Okay, a foul play, and perhaps now we have to block and completely farm down. Yes, this is the plan. We need to stay ahead on that Araquanid. At the back, yeah, Araquanid returns. Okay, no, at the back Pokemon, we're not gonna see it yet. And Stunfisk comes to play. They also have a Stunfisk, but guess what, trainers? We have the upper energy management. So Earthquake here is gonna take out their shield. We will try to go for another Earthquake. Are we gonna block this? Yes, we are. Aerosol is blocking the correct move, the Earthquake, and now we have the time to go for another one. However, they still have one more shield ready to go. They are gonna use it, and we have to play accordingly here, because another Earthquake is gonna be fatal for us. Down we go. We're gonna go in now with our Lickitung, able to switch out to our Ledian here. Bubble Beam is gonna debuff us, but still we can go ahead and use the RLAs, dealing so much damage to the thing. Even with the debuff, we just need one more, but I truly believe that we can go ahead and use our total fast attack power to completely farm down here. Go with a double dynamic punch for that Stunfisk matchup, but let's see how Aerosol decides to play this. So we are gonna go ahead and completely farm down. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. So here comes the dynamic punch, dealing so much damage, and we have one more. But here is the crazy cuts on the Lickitung. What a crazy move count that was. Aerosol is proving to be one of the best battlers on shield. Down goes now this Stunfisk, and we're gonna get this amazing victory with a fantastic cut. Into the next one now against the Stunfisk lead, able to catch the Rock Slide on that Lickitung. You love to see it. At the back they have a Medicham, which comes into the fight, and believe it or not, this is gonna be a good matchup for Lickitung, because look at how much pressure we can do with our body slams. We're gonna see the feint down from the Medicham to the Lickitung. No shield at all from both ends. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I thought that Lickitung could shield once and then pressure even more, since they could shield as well. But we're gonna see now the complete farm down from our Ledian against the fighting type, which is pretty cool as well. And now we are low on energy. We're gonna see the Altaria coming in as a switch. We have the Stunfisk upon that Altaria. And that is gonna be a great game right now, because we have a lot of energy for the Ledian to sweep for the end game, and also this Altaria now is kinda screwed down since we have that Stunfisk on its head. We're gonna be able to farm up a little bit more than usual here. We can still survive the moves. A Moonblast, are you kidding me? So now we have the Rock Slide ready to go, and we are still able to reach to the Earthquake on due time. They are going in with a Medicham. What a crazy read that was from Aerosol, able to land back to back here, dynamic punches as well after we farm down the Medicham. They have only the Stunfisk here, so I think we might see a shield. No shield at all. Okay, so Rock Slide is gonna take us out. Perhaps a shield could be needed there, and we're gonna see now the Earthquake from the Stunfisk. They are not gonna shield at all. Down they go, and the crazily good battle will be for Aerosol. into the next one now. Another bad lead, this time against Azumarill. So you're seeing that you either get a very good lead or a very bad lead with Ledian up in front. Definitely an interesting Pokemon, but not a must-have. Okay, so Ledian is proving to be a weird mon, kind of a cheese option for Great League, but still its bulk is amazing. So you might want to rotate using a Ledian team for sure. We're seeing now Venusaur hitting us with a heavy hitting Frenzy Plant here. And I'm pretty sure we can survive a Sludge Bomb for sure. Yeah, look at how little damage it does to our Ledian. It barely tickles over here. We are expecting the Azumarill to return, and we're gonna go ahead to the safe switch, to the remaining safe option that we have, the Stunfisk. So we have to go here for our Earthquake. Do they think that they got a move here? Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? So look at how much damage we just did, and we have the time to go for another Earthquake. Perhaps they're expecting the Rock Slide, but yes, trainers, down it goes, and we're gonna take out a Pokemon that was gonna be one of the key elements for their success. So down goes their Stunfisk, and now we're gonna pressure even more with our Stunfisk with another Earthquake. Can we outspeed here? No, we cannot. Okay, down we go in the process from this Ice Beam. I think they can farm down, right? No, they cannot. Are you kidding me? That last second Earthquake was not expected at all, dealing so much damage to the Azumarill, but still the game isn't over. We need to reach to one more Aerial Ace, and they are already there to the move, to the Ice Beam. We can survive it. Look at how bulky that Ledian can be, able to destroy down with the resisted back bites that whole Azumarill. Into the final one, trainers. What a crazy battle that was the previous one. So we're gonna be met up with a Trevenant once again, and let's see how well we can do against this option. This time they decide to go ahead and switch out to the normal type. Oh my freaking goodness, we have the Dynamic Punch, they are gonna block, and now we're gonna throw in there the Stunfisk. Now we have the shield advantage, and also we can pressure even more here with our Earthquakes. Earthquake is dealing about 50%, not 50% but about 50%, so we're gonna leave it here at the yellow, which means that one more can do the work here in combination with the back bites that Ledian did. One more Earthquake is coming through. Are they gonna block? No, they are not, so Lickitung goes down, and we have some HP remaining. Trevenant returns. We do not have the time to reach to another move. They're gonna farm us down, but we have Lickitung, which is gonna be a nice Pokemon to hold down any ghost type on Great League. So Seed Bomb here is gonna do some nice chip damage, but still we have the upper hand, especially now that they have at the back a Vigoroth. We have to go for the Body Slam, and they are getting resisted by a lot with those counters. So we have to block the Body Slams. We know that we have the upper hand here, especially with the potential bait, and yeah, we took that shield out of them with the RLAs. This is gonna be the key element of the match. We have to block once again. Aerosol really knows his stuff, and they are gonna pressure here even more. At this point, down goes Ledian, which was not expected at all, but we still have the time to go for the Body Slam with the Lickitung, able to finish off the fighter, and they have at the back the Trevenant. Can they finish us off? This is gonna be the final move of the game, Seed Bomb, and we are gonna be able to survive with 1 HP and the dream. That's all, trainers. Thank you for watching. Huge shout out to Aerosol for his amazing battle submission. Thank you for watching, everyone. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, if you already haven't for some weird reason. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers. Choo choo choo.